Good morning, afternoon, evening, etc. Whenever it is you, everybody, and welcome back, Monster Train. We won last time in a very decisive fashion, thanks to the Awoken Twig Blight with like 4 multi-attacks at 1 billion strength. This combo worked out great, but we're going to keep spicing it up as always, and not do the exact same thing, even though that seems like a good path for success. We're not going to start doing like the correct combination or whatever that may be until we start hitting like a real roadblock, and right now rank 14 is probably not it. Well, we are more or less halfway through this, which is a nice little milestone to hit. Today I'm feeling Stygian Guard, big spells, and what works well with big spells? The Stygian Guard themselves works well with their own spells. Hellhorn has some good ones as well. I'm namely thinking about Inferno in this case. Awoken also does. A lot of those healing spells can get amped up. Stings, if we get like a sting train going with incantation, that's actually just a guaranteed victory. And the other two here, not so much. And, you know, I love this game a lot, despite how much I, don't play it on a recorded frequent basis. Play or record on a frequent basis before I slur my words together too hard here. These guys are very unique in what they do, and it's not so much spell-based, although this one does have some of them, and this has a lot of spell-based cards. They really feed into themselves. I feel like they don't feed into other groups as well, outside of like a few fringe cases. That or my brain is too small, or, lacks the wrinkles to understand a good combination among them. I'm gonna go with the Awoken here, see if we can't get like a Sting deck online or something akin to that. Something that just amps up our spell damage a little bit more to make those zero-cost engines a little more desirable, or whatever else the game throws at us, because deck building roguelike never really give you what you want exactly. Sort of working with whatever you got. It's like, hey, we're gonna make some cereal today. We got like a fork to eat with. We got some orange juice. The bowl's actually a square-shaped ceramic vase, and the cereal happens to be like a Special K, unsweetened brand of bran flakes. It's horrible. Starting off, Energy Siphon, applying spell weakness is decent. Razor Sharp Edge, not as much. Although there are some units that can benefit from that. Especially the ones that gain extra HP, we can sort of balance it out. And Glacial Seal. Incant, apply Frostbite 2 to 2 enemy units. Or to all enemy units. It's an interesting start for sure. See if we can't amp that up a little bit further. First time each turn a friendly unit is healed, draw 1. That is doable. So that feeds into our engine kinda. We just need one of our heals to be free at the start of battle. So send 4 random units to the middle floor. From your deck to the middle floor. That's likely just going to be the, Train Steward Brigade with Glacial Seal as friend. Not as good if we want to put Glacial Seal in the back, so we're probably going to say no to that and grab the Sap Tap. And with that, let's see what champion upgrades we have. Frost Strike, apply 10 Frostbite to the attacked unit. Decent. Give him Sweep, apply spell weakness to the attacked enemy unit. Little more my speed. And that works well with applying Frostbite in general, so I think we'll go for something like that. Also gives him extra HP when we inevitably run into a sweep guy and then he kills our boss unit, we'll have a counter to it. Don't be Mark of the Invasion. It's Mark of the friggin' Invasion, dude. We can still work with that. Let's go greedy early on, alright? Gotta get that extra money. Fuel the economy to start us off. I could make some pivoting jokes on, the American economy right now, but we're all still getting beaten up here, so I don't think it's really apt. And just expect it. 5 guys are going to get through, and they are going to beat us up. And it's not the 5 guys you want. There's no 5 guys, burgers, and fries. It's just 5 guys and dies. This only applies it to 1 enemy unit. Not as good as I thought. Well, there's nothing we could draw that will make us happy in this case, so let's just not go too hard on that. I was just trying to get the extra heal to keep him alive. Yeah, there's like 1.5 billion of you. I get it. So let's go... Yeesh. Thankfully, one play is going to remove them all. I'm trying to think, is there a way I could save everyone else after this? I was kind of hoping to draw more of my train stewards, to be honest with you. This is not what we were looking for. Truly, no matter what I play, it doesn't really help out here, so we'll just dust one of them, but yeah, they still get through. Rough going here. Rough going. And these guys aren't doing too much, thankfully, so we can just leave through one of them. That's 3 more HP down the drain. Not a big deal. Next wave here is highly doable. This is going to be a little bit more of a challenge in a picosecond. Something like that seems decent. This is just war from my memory. I think spell weakness is permanent. Good. So we should be doing that as frequently as possible. Very good. Lots of spells on this turn, please. Not the spells we were hoping for. Just the honest to God truth. Alright, 50 damage and that guy's getting through. I'll be honest with you, I kind of went for the trial on this to start off just because the deck was kind of garbage, but we're still going to push through and see if we can't pivot it out of this one. We're in a tailspin, we just need to grab the, you know, the HOTUS here, or whatever the airplane controls are, just pull it out of it. Lake Crystals is good damage. Titan's Tooth is excellent damage and Frostbite application. Just really expensive to start off. Hum hum hum. Offering Token is good. We can get some, you know, actual defense behind our Glacial Seal. We could use these zero-cost cards to get the engine going, so that's going to be the starting point. More zero-cost cards in Steel Enhancer also help with that. Could get a unit that can actually benefit from it. We'll actually be able to amp it up in, with good reason. That unit might be right there. Has to be a... Oh, could be from a 2 to 3 cost unit. Excellent. So let's do that. Let's get our actual defenses going here so we stop losing HP. This is a wonderful guy to get for it as well. We can do a lot of feeding into that. Revenge, get 1 extra... Huh. That's also not a bad idea. He's not going to be as healthy or damage dealy as our other guy, but that'll give us a lot of energy to more or less play anything we want. So we can go for some higher damage spells if we go for this guy. And I also don't think I've ever taken this. Let's give it a shot. Something interesting can come out of this. Also, with all that HP, we can mix and match and make something better here. Like, do I want this to attack? I don't think I entirely do. 25-30 is also decent, but not like end-all be-all. He's already at 3, so I can't large stone him if I ever get the chance. So let's go ahead and slap him with a +10. Let's reroll and see if we can't get something a little bit better. Speedstone might be decent. Some extra HP probably is going to be the way to go. Slap that on there. Extra money early on. Let's remove some garbage units, i.e. my lovely train stewards will need to be flushed away. There we go. We spent exactly every penny we've been given. Decks are relatively thinner. Very relative. It's gone up a little bit. We have a little more consistency now, which is the goal. That's ultimately going to be the goal. Send me on over to the hills here. Enter with 10 and 10 armor, huh? And just double checking. Do we have the potential here? I don't think we do, but I still want to push it here because the deck is still not that great as far as like a starting deck goes. I'm not trying to like, you know, be like the spoiled rich kids, like, oh yes, this booster pack, it has some very good cards, but it doesn't have the $50 Magic Gathering card that I need. Therefore, I will shred the rest. Start over, and the rest is all of them, by the way. Okay. There's a reason why I hate her, because I don't have any target spells with this combination, so I can't get to her immediately outside of sacking a unit. Also, they have armor, so this is just really bad. Oh my god. May as well do what we can here. Yeah, I'm with the guy that's saying right now. This is not great. So, Dunkashino you. Good sweep through. Apply spell weakness to you. Let's draw. Let's toss. Let's heal. Let's not. Alright. 1 damage is getting through. That's actually highly acceptable. Continued onslaught of these enemies, however, is less so. 1 down. No such luck here, so we're gonna get 6 more damage onto the pyre. Not great. It ain't at 0 though, so we're good. And we're already at the final wave, and they're coming up here immediately. How about you don't? How about you give me some time? Remove you. Dunk you guys, and just chip his armor down for me. I really haven't drawn my Frostbite card again. It's a little unfortunate. And by a little, I mean extremely unfortunate. Some damage on him there. You've got to be joking here. Well, there he is. But by playing him, we get no added benefit. We still win, however. So we'll take it. Interesting card, though, giving us extra energy whenever he takes damage. But hey, and George is a George. We'll take that one. Titan's Gratitude, Holy Crystals, another Titan's Tooth. In theory, we should have the energy to be playing these Titan's Teeth. Some invulnerability would go a long way with this current deck. For sure. Let's grab a Titan's Tooth, see if we can make it a little bit better. Glimmer is sort of a card we're looking for as well, but we really want more zero-cost engine pieces. Get the Frostbite stacking, so a second Steel Enhancer is not the worst. Bad to give that one a thought here. Okay. Sweep, more spell weakness. It's decent. Maybe like a secondary line that we can go for. Only defenses are going to be Train Stewards, not that great. No HP, you're joshing me here. You're joshing me up. Alright, this time around I think we need to go for a Stygian unit because we could use some incantations. Rage or the Lodestone Totem. This has been horribly nerfed, oh my god. It now costs 3 energy. They know. Remember that cheeky win we got with like 6 of these? They knew. And we'll never be able to do that again. Unfortunate. These are also not the units that I want for incantation benefits. Which is a real slap in the face. Cause yeah, like raging this guy up, he's still got 10 HP. Like you ain't doing much with that. I'm actually gonna skip a Rooski on that. Hurts, but it's correct. All right, first things first, reduce the cost of the offering here, or whatever this is called. Titan's Tooth, the offering, sacrifice, etc. Hold up. We can discard it as well, but if we can just play it, I'd rather do that. Spell-wise, let's amp up a Frozen Lance. We're going to need these to actually hit for something. And we'll hold off because rerolling 60 gold into 10 does not provide us any benefit. Could use a healing event, by the way. But they did change it. It is better. Could do something crazy and give him the Wiltwood sapling there, and or sapwood, see what happens. I'll actually do something a little different. I'm gonna give him the Frozen Lance we just upgraded, so he can give me a little bit more of those back with some rejuve potential. Make it free, make it hurt. Helps the engine. Daedalus, alright, this is likely where we die, and then we start up a new run here, but we're gonna do our best. Come in with a damage shield. That's tough, but it's still doable. Damage shield does not stop this, however. I'm not even going to try and offset the heal here because that's kind of a waste. That does clear out most of them for us. Oh, jeez. Alright, so you're going to die now. Understood. Or... keep him in. You will die now, unless we get some blocks up front, which would be you. So you know what? Yeah. Not the greatest combination here. But we apply the spell weakness here, we apply the frostbite up here, and then they, you know... they eventually will kill the guy here, but keeping her alive for some sweeps and taking care of these guys is actually important. So we'll do something like that, and then we will make you a little bit more beefy. Should be a big energy turn as a result. Thank you kindly. This is important to do just to drop it down. This is important just to get the damage rolling. No heals, not at this time. Alright, engine turn. A little bit of frostbite there. A little bit of nukage there. More frostbite. I am going to sustain you up now. Okay. Leave through that one, at the very least. Get this guy up here with some frostbite and some spell weakness. Or just some spell weakness, sorry. And then we'll deal with it when it comes. Okay, it's another bomb. Just continue to buff those up and nuke them. Every spell played is making him stronger. Unfortunate. Grand finale time. You're actually gonna get away. I don't think so. And no matter what we do, that one's gonna get away. So, nuke that one. Prep this for the long haul, but that's not enough, kids. That is not enough. We're just parsing here, see if there's anything that we can do. Don't think there is. That is like our best bet for a little bit of extra damage there. We can weaken him. We can nuke him. But that's all she wrote. Alright. Shake it off, shake it off. It's gonna happen. We don't hide from these. We do not, you know, scrap the ones that are like just complete, you know, dumpster fires. We take them in stride. Let's do another run. And maybe we'll grab a... You know, didn't want to go back to it, but I think Hellhorn can actually benefit from having some targeted spells. Nothing against, you know, 6 damage to the front target. It's just, that ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. Once more with feeling here. Stygian and Hellhorn. Classic combination. Starting us with 2 Crypt Builders. Deal 60 damage to the front enemy unit and push it to the back. 2 Fortifies. 0 cost. Do like it. There is an armor up incantation engine that we could go for. And then the Cuddle Hex. End of turn, apply Frozen to a random card in your hand. It's a nice utility card. I'm not really a big fan of those though. Pyre starts with a 15 armor each battle, so we have a little bit of leeway to let things get sacked. Cards will consume have a 50% chance to discard instead, which is quite nice. We don't have anything like that yet. But even like getting one of those procs on like maybe out of 3 cards you have could really be a tide changer. So we'll keep an eye out for it. And of the choices here, dude, it just kind of sucks until you get like a multi-attack on this. It's just 1 level of spell weakness. Yeah, so there's only like 1 extra damage unless we amp it up a little bit further. Here we go. Strike, apply Frostbite to the attacked unit. A little better. Need to protect him though. No Mark of the Invasion, please. Excellent. Non-boss enemy units get +4 attack. It ain't Mark of the Invasion, but it is still pretty gnarly. Let's do it. So we can get away with this, thankfully. Albeit just barely, but this is good to make sure we start clearing off those first floors. Okay, yeah, and we were hoping to draw units exactly like this. Six, 17, 26. Wait, 9, 18, 24. Bad math. We can pop one of them, and it just comes down to 15. Not even this will save him, however. But he will eat all the hits otherwise. Hate to miss out on that extra spawn dually, but them's how it's going to be. But yeah, even the armor is not going to save him. That's going to put him up to 13. That doesn't do it, so armor up you instead. Alright, and they try and squeeze by. Nope. Can't really justify squeezing in the Cuddle Hex either. We'll just go for a plop him up here and, you know, hope for the best. Alright, that gets us closer, and that does it for us. That Frostbite stacks up. Even if he gets away, he is crippled beyond belief. Done and dusted. Alright, Titan's Gratitude. Good burst. Really good burst early on. Like, that's a carry card burst worth. Flash Freeze, even more Frostbite. That's when you want to get frozen for the boss himself. Or Offering Token. It's Engine Potential, which we don't really have much of right now, so I'm going to grab a standard Flash Freeze to help us out. Ooh, and another Fortify. Alright. Revenge, apply Frostbite 3. It's not the greatest. That's where Spell Weakness would come into play to be a little bit better. Rail Beater. Never really used you. 25 armor. Strike, push the attacked unit to the back. So you put him in front, and all your other secondary units that want to get a punch in, i.e. our Frostbite Lord here, can get a 25-ish damage punch into someone that matters, and then bleed them out over time. I'm thinking Titan Guard Sentry just because it is a beefy frontline that we do need. And he has a Revenge that applies Frostbite. It's just the thing is, he is going to eventually die. The armor cards we grab, however, do sort of balance it out a little bit, so there is some leeway on that, but he's still ultimately not gonna make it. In the early game, at least. Late game, we're probably gonna look to replace him so we actually have something that can hold the line, or alternatively, we get some combination of trinkets that allow us to amp his HP up to like 100 plus, and then he never dies and he's constantly applying Frostbite to the final boss. That's a dream scenario. For the dream scenarios, let's get these to be a little bit cheaper, so no unit upgrades. I start with these wonderful spells. First things first, Flash Freeze being free. It's excellent. Now, we can give something consumed, because there's a chance, even though it says it's going to get consumed, it will not. And I think having a torch do that is kind of decent. Also, I'm getting bedoined again. We don't use Facebook anymore, so what's going on here? It's Biron. Any major Tarot / Arcana. He's asking me D&D stuff. Oh, no minors. Three of Pentacles. I don't think I can create a god for the Three of Pentacles, my friend. Alright. I'm excited. I love when my players are getting engaged with some of the aspects of my lore, even though it's only a one-shot. Or I guess a two-shot, technically. Still. If anyone's ever played D&D, you know the feeling. It feels good. We're also going to remove one Train Steward, maybe two. No, let's do one relatively on the deck. Keep some money on hand so we can actually do some upgrades later. But this is fine. So don't be afraid to plop this down because there's a chance it will not go away. And in a pinch we need it, it'll be there for us and it may come back. Look at their friggin' invasion, dude. It is 75 gold. It is 75 gold. I just get concerned because I don't really ever have the means to deal with a billion units flying at us. So like if we don't draw Titan Sentry, we're already going to be in a bit of a dicey spot. I am going to sadly say no to this because we do have something that's working here and I don't need to greed too hard for an advantage. We didn't lose it. I was gonna say, this is cheeky, but I don't want to take that extra damage. And we did not lose it. Thankfully. I'd say similar case here, but we can just go for that, you know. We can protect this beautiful creature. And yeah, we're gonna lose the HP here, which is fine, but we're getting 50 extra gold from it, so it is worth it. Yeah, you get Dunkachino like instantly. Armor up. Armor up. We should armor up you, actually. Would be the correct play. But, never punished. Never majorly punished, I should say. But still punished. Alright. End of the day, Asilla George W. Send it. Boss unit dies, but the frost is already stacked up, and you are no more. Consume. Synergy. Apply 6 frostbite to all units. Yes. Even if it gets consumed, that's a one-time deal. That's a good deal to have. Now fortifies. We're getting a little crazy with how many we have. I'd rather just upgrade the ones we have and duplicate them. So I don't think I could willfully go for another one of these. Hornbreak, some pierce damage, is excellent, however. We will grab that. Yeah, and there's a hell event to duplicate that exact card we have now, but unfortunately will not be the case. Could duplicate my Titan Sentry, so should things get through, we have a secondary one to apply even more frost. Or we could say nay to all of that and grab ourselves a wonderful trinket, which I think is a little more sensible here. And in your turn, apply frozen to a random card in your hand. It's decent. Too many of these without an engine, though, just means we have a cluttered hand that we cannot use effectively. Apply 2 spell weakness to enemies that enter the floor below the pyre room. Doesn't really work out for us. I will take the Icicle Fracture. And we'll try and make that work. Oh. It gave us one anyway. Would you look at that? Ooh, Colcelia. 3 frostbite to the attack unit. And it's a sweep. I think we have our front line ready to go on that first floor now. Start amping them up. Yes, yes, yes. I have money for this. Give me the 10%er. Give me the 2-clicker. Nice. Units getting an extra upgrade slot. Okay. That's like a game-winning trinket, I feel. The RNG is in our favor when we get that one. We can brute force a win with some very beefy upgrades now. Need to think. Upgrade-wise, if we win this, well, we don't have to think about it now, but like, I want to. What will we want to sort of put this a little bit further ahead? If we get a good totem, we can squeeze it on there. The extra unit space is good. The extra energy is good to play some of these more premium cards, which we have none. But when they get frozen, you know, we can maybe play it. Or extra card draw, because we have a lot of 0 cost that just can be played if we have more of them in our hand. Some more draw in general would be nice. Lots to think on. To start, we shall begin with our standard bread and butter combo. So she is going to die. She dies immediately anyway. I want to save some HP, so we're going to go for this play. Perfect. Yeah, don't worry about her. She's gone. Secondarily, toss her into the mix. Same plan here, save me some HP. He is going to get a little bit stronger from this. Unfortunate. but not game-breakingly unfortunate. We actually don't even need to do this because the frost will take care of the rest. So let's do this instead. Yep, so he takes care of himself. Decent turn to do this, really. I think I will. That's what I meant by, like, you know, I'm not being able to play a lot of these cards. They are stacking up, and not in a good way. All right, gnarly turn on this one. Start off with a big freeze, and it came right back to us. That's what you want to see. Because I'm debating putting more frostbite on the boss here. This time will come. You're gonna have, so you're taking 19, you're gonna get 6 applied here. Hang on, you're gonna get 9 applied here. 19 puts you down to 21, 9, 18. So you will die. So we can actually cheek out this play right there. At the cost of some more HP, of course. And this is just to thin out the ever-increasing hand size we cannot use. But this works out, yeah, because he expires. Very good. Could really use some incantations here. Buff him up with incantation, really. So you nuke it. You nuke it. You nuke it. You're good to go. Yeah, the boss just gets ultra Dunkachino'd here because of the sheer amount of frost that we have in our pocket. Very good. So far, so decent, I would say. This ain't game breaking right now. It's what you need to do to win these higher level ascensions. You need to break the game wide open. So, gifts from a guard. Actually, I've never considered this, but it does work well when we have the wing clips here, or wing clippings. Because, yeah, they get consumed in plus 20 magic power. There's a chance they won't get consumed at all. I'm willing to take that gamble. Incant, gain 3 armor. Ugh. The answer is typically yes, but like it's harder to justify. More units that we can't really, you know, bring out to the front here. We're gonna grab one as just a backup, but we'd rather just upgrade the one and then try and duplicate it. But here's the choice that we really need to consider, and I think it's gonna be just give me extra. I think it's gonna be extra energy to start off. We have ways to get extra draw. We just need to sort of luck into it, but the extra energy is gonna be a little more important here. So there is a vent available to us. There is also more money available, but we need to start thinning the deck out, make it a little more consistent. Goodbye, Train Steward, and goodbye, Train Steward. And let's grab the upgrade here. Now the sweep applying Frostbite to everybody is a lot better than just having, you know, the sweep in general. So these guys are better mixed and match. 20 Frostbite to an attacked unit is preferred for boss DPS, which is kind of what we're looking at here. So I think we're gonna go for that. And if we need to, we can grab a sweep on a later level. Maybe it'll help out. No, these are not units we want either. I don't think any of those guys have enough beef for us. Multi-strike, okay, okay, okay. Now we're talking, now we're talking. This is how we do it, by the way. This not so much, because the extra damage is not that great. We're just looking for more HP, which this does give, so I will bear with it. And then we will do a reroll here. Incant gain 1 armor. Hallelujah. That is huge. I will give him extra HP as well, because that is a necessity. That's going to give him a longer lifespan. Very good. Next things we're looking for, if we can get the money for it, is holdover on those armor cards. I don't want to say all 3 of them, because that's going to be, you know, 3/5 of our opening hand every time is going to be fortifying. We're going to have a bunch of extra energy that we cannot use, so Hold over on a few of them, but that's where we want extra draw to come in. We didn't have that option ready available, so we didn't go for it, but that's ideally going to be the plan for the future. Spell shield, the answer is no, because we really can't can't do our job if they have spell shields, so sorry, that's a pass. And this is going to be a middle floor defense. We'll slap you down here just so you can get the engine running here. Damn, it really got consumed, huh? Gonna do me like that? You is, huh? You is. Alright. Sentry. The better version of this card. And then we can, okay. We'll get it right back. No concerns. Start freezing over some other cards. Get some incantations going here to block some of that damage. Get her some defenses so she can stay alive, because she is still doing a wonderful job down there. Or not. We just won't draw any of those set cards. That's also fine. I don't want you to get away and, you know, kill my boy that's going to be freezing cards in my hand. But we also don't want to be freezing too many cards in our hand that we cannot play. So, like, you know, pick your poison sort of deal here. Double incanting doesn't save us as much as just nuking this individual, so we'll do that. Very good. Preserved. Unfortunate it's lost. Very good. It's been preserved. Excellent, excellent, excellent all around. Everybody dies. We're just incanting the Christ out of this. But again, freezing too many cards. Maybe we should let something bleed through because this guy is causing us some problems. I might even bop him myself at this point. Excellent. I think I will. He's helping, but like you're helping too much. I need you to help a little less. Huh. You could have taken care of it for me. Oh well. Unfortunate, that one has faded away. We can do it to 3 more cards, but the boss is already here, so not really much of a point. Good start. You're free. You're free. We got it again, thankfully, so we will do it. Very good cards to be hitting with that as well. We've already won. This is just really limit pushing, limit testing. The limits have been thoroughly tested, but you can even see this guy, with all the incants we're getting off, he's still losing most of his health, so a little more work needs to be done still. This would force us into a space upgrade for the future. But what an upgrade that would be for Frostbite. Okay. Discard your hand? I don't know about that one, Chief. It's good for the crypt builders, but not so much for us. Another consume card, apply 2 spell weakness and it may come back. Don't want to blow the deck. I'm trying to think. Will this make a big difference? On some Frostbite procs it will. Hello, alarm. Don't pay attention to that. I think Glacial Seal is probably the way to go. Just really tunnels us into that one upgrade that we don't want to go for. We're doing just fine on energy, I think. We're able to play everything we want to, more or less. Get the cost down, and a few more of these, it'll be more bearable. Oh, it's a tough choice. My brain is being tingled right now. It's a brain tingler. I'm gonna grab it because it does feed into the incantation plays we got. Deal 5 damage, apply 20 armor. That's a hum. I don't know about that one. I mean, it does proc revenge, technically. But he does not have a lot of HP where I can do that pretty consistently, but I'll give it a shot. I feel like there's some mix and match potential there. Give me to do it on our sweep girl on the first floor. That'll help her out a good deal. We want those unit upgrades, so we do need to focus on that. And the extra money here will help us do exactly that. This is a trinket shop. Disregard. Enemies enter with armor, or friendlies enter with armor. Sure, that's decent, and it does go a little ways right now. Enter with spikes, huh? That's also a no. But if we see Cupid show up, we do need to Dunkachino him, like immediately Dunkachino him. The armor does help out here, and I'm actually going to brand her. Actually, no, we're just going to remove some of these targets here so we don't have to worry about it. We don't have a strong enough... Oh, we do. We can brand him to death. And I am probably going to do just that. Alright, that'll take care of that. Just got some problems going up on the future floors there with him. Free armor, thank you. Free armor, thank you. They will all die, we're just gonna lose all of our armor for it. What's the realistic bad thing that comes out of this? Good English, by the way. She loses 6 HP. We apply another 3 frost on him, puts him up to 14. The pyre's gonna lose some HP for this. I think that's okay to make sure that this doesn't get out of hand and we can incant him up so we don't, you know, lose altogether. So we're gonna go for this. I think that is a justified decision. And yeah, we're not gonna lose that much, thankfully, because of how Frost works out. And in fact, if I get lucky here... Well, I mean, this more or less was gonna do that regardless. Hold up, 42 damage. We got it back, 13. Why are you making me math right now, dude? Unfortunate. Unfortunate, but not the worst, because... Oh, second alarm, right. 1 smack. Okay, 6 HP, and we saved ourselves a lot of heartache. That's A-okay in my book. Incant off. Didn't want to do it to you, I wanted to do it to him, so that was just like a net stupid. A net very stupid. That was... Believe me, that was not the intent, guys. No matter how it looked. Oh my god. We have to do this. Not the greatest of hands. I think she's clean sweeping us. Oh my god, she is. Can we frost this bite? Maybe. It's really gonna be one of those days today, ain't it? It's most certainly looking like it. I got some smacks in, but this is going to hurt. Spell weakness. Hit her with that. 180. It ain't gangbusters, but it's the best we got. So we're not going to lose, we're just going to lose a bit of our HP. It's not a very good sign, of course, when it does happen like that. Okay, another crystalline seeds, which is decent. There's Inferno. So now we can start retreating to the second floor. Haha. I am gonna grab Inferno. I think we're in a bit of a dicey situation. We need to get out of this one ahead here, and I could use some extra money. So we can risk it on the next event. There's the unit upgrades, but don't have a lot of money for it. Are there unit upgrades on the next floor? There are. There's also a hell event, so if we get a good unit now, we can just double up on those for the future. So it is going to be this path. Should you survive... Could really use another multi-strike on her to just really apply that frost all around. I'm gonna slap you with the extra 25 HP. Our greed is somewhat paid off, and I am grateful. Let's go ahead and make you a little bit better as well, as a solar defender. The caves have for us. I don't think there's anything that's really gonna set us over the edge. Train graveyard. Cannot be healed? We're not getting healed anyway. That helps. That does push us a little bit further on the, you know, the power scale. It's more branding HP, am I right? Okay. Scourge cards to our deck. Kind of annoying, but we have extra energy, so we've countered it somewhat. This ain't it. So we will do it like this, actually. We are going for a second layer defense. 5 damage. We're gonna have to get rid of those eventually. We'll start here. Very good. Unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to push it a little bit further with that one. But everything is totally fine right now. Let's keep them coming. Like, she's doing a wonderful job down here. There's the real unit. I kind of like using that on cards I already have consumed. It's just sort of like a free draw. And if it works out, that's even better. You still get the armor, however. And if it doesn't work out, hey, who cares or whatever, or something, right? Didn't get to play that, by the way. Okay, we need to start focusing on removing those. Or we just get our hands so full that we can't get any debuffs that, you know, sort of laugh at them like, haha, you cannot harm us. You heathen. Big frostbite stacking up on her by the by. Go ahead and nuke that, and then we will nuke this out of our hand as well. Okay, need to start playing those. Can't really tiptoe around that reality. Some healthy lads coming through here. He will die. He will not. Don't think I could do much to stop him outside of just targeting with some spells. That's a yike. But target him we shall. He's gonna get like a smack or two in regardless. He still dies in one hit, so it's not the worst. I'm actually gonna do this down here, just so he doesn't get his proc off. You don't get to do damage to him. That's a good starting point. Armor up, but he's also getting away. Frig. Gotta get rid of him. They're gonna get 2 smacks off at this rate. Can't stop them. Just need to be better. Hold up, that's a 22 damage torch. Couldn't stop him anyway, but that does get him below the threshold, so... Only 1 smack. Armor up. Armor up. And... Frozen Lance, because we can. Boss has plenty of frostbite on her already, which is a very good start. No, my good sir. We shall not expect that damage today, and we will apply more frostbite to you. Alright. We nuke him. He's nuked. Everyone's nuked. Actually, there's a cheeky play here. We hurt him some more. Applies frost to her. It's funny how that can work out, but... Very good, very good. We are still alive. Discard your entire hand, draw 5. That's an idea. Especially when we get these crypt boulders frozen in our hand. Just sacking it for a new one is not bad. Rage and armor. Doubling the armor is also not a bad idea. There's a chance it doesn't get consumed either, but that'll be our entire turn. I'm gonna grab the Deep Offering. Okay. What do we want? I think we want card draw. Get some more cost-effective spells in there, incant like crazy. Make it happen. Our units that we want to upgrade are already there, so I think it's time to go for a Hell Event and just a vent in general. You've done your job, Train Steward. Thank you very kindly for your service. Damage spell cast on this floor cost 1 less. Hold up. Boop, 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 boop. Indeed. Damage spells, of course. Which would be our Frozen Lances for incants. Yeah, it's not that great here. So, Frostbite it is. It's debatable which is the right choice. Highly debatable, because having 2 of these would be insane, but I think doubling up on the frontline unit with Titan Sentry is the correct choice. We double up on him. We have each of these getting to apply their debuffs, and she gets to stick around a little bit longer. On top of that, he's going to apply more Frostbite to everybody as well, and allow her to do her job further. We can incant him on the first floor as well if we need to, so we're not missing out. But the main goal will be when we get to Seraphim, or Seraph, is to just get that Frostbite stacked up early on, and then hope for the best when he actually shows up. No. Trust me, I would love to, but we're not powerful enough. Or maybe I'm underestimating myself, but that is a very unsecure investment at the moment. What is a secure investment is Inferno. Solving many of my woes immediately. You son of a bitch. So you die no matter what, so we can actually go for this. Like, the one time I want to have freaking a Frozen Lance. And it ain't even there. Oh wait, we have a Pierce. I'm very stupid. Well, this will lead to a lot of nothing, is what that'll come out to be. Unless we are fortifies, then it'll be a lot of something. But that's a risk we can't take with our units still not played, so... 22 damage. 2 extra on top. Decent. I still think we focus on fortifying the big boys up here. Even though I said we could do otherwise, we're not going to. And that's all of our main units out of the way. There are some things we could draw, and there are some things we could not draw. I'm going to take the risk right now. Didn't want to draw that, was the only condition. But this did work out. Oh, it got frozen. It extremely worked out. It worked out to an extreme degree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will not fill up our hand. Free Inferno. I could just end your lives right now. Amusing. Unfortunate. That's life. Unfortunate, but that's kind of decent. Yeah, now we get to hit these guys instead, which is even better. Just don't freeze the Inferno. Okay, this is going swimmingly. Just getting our incants off. It was a greed play, but it's fine. So you guys are not going to get anything done here. I shouldn't say that. You'll get some things done here. Didn't come back to us. Unfortunate. How much frost debuffs are you actually getting? None, because this guy's just going to sweep right through you. I think I'm just better off Infernoing. Getting some bursts like that. Okay. He's dead. He's dead, and I am happy. I am so happy. Very good. It really lives and dies by the, you know, consume wind clippings proccing. Because if it doesn't, it really slow down our deck a great deal. This is pretty insane. Is it though? Not really. I'm still gonna grab it. There's some insaning potentialing behind it, I suppose. Second branding right actually is not a bad idea either. Just trying not to clutter up the deck too much though. Just getting that extra armor on that guy is pretty friggin' important, so I am actually gonna grab it. Apologies for the klutz. Alrighty. You're offering me yet another hell event. You would, you rascals. We can only fit 5 on the floor, so it's not the greatest. When it freezes, a card does include units. So we could double up on our defense on the bottom floor. We can double up on having her on the bottom floor as well. Ooh. Any unit upgrade slots left on her, but not great. Over here it's spell upgrades, and let's think, spell-wise, do we want any upgrades? These could be cheaper, would be nice to play them. Having one of these come back consistently would also be nice for the armor. I think it's gonna have to be, yeah, the extra armor. HP armor. We'll Unstable Vortex. I think 2 more torches. Sad as that may be. 2 more torches down. We're looking for holdover, double stack, debatably good. 1 second. Oh, that's a big burst of damage as well. I got big bursts of damage because we get to apply consumed. 255 gold. It's 190, so we wouldn't be able to grab the double stack, which will slow us down for AoE frostbiting, which is kind of nice. Sorry, I just saw that. I'm like, okay, no, it has to be that. That has to be the play. We can slap another consume onto something else. That's the damage. We probably not want to do that. Frigate. I'm a dumb, stupid idiot, and I deserve everything I get. We're flying fast and loose right now. Fast and loose. This gives us a justified cause to play those cards that have consumed anyway, so it sort of balances out. And there's a chance they won't get consumed, which is nice. God Hand Opener. I don't want this thing getting a debuff off, however, but I don't have much of a choice if I'm going to play for a secondary hand here, so... Actually, untrue. Because we can still play you down here. You lose most of your life, but you do a great service for us to start off. I think it's okay if you get away. Okay, let's not lose control early on. First card played gets consumed. Lest we forget instantaneously, so we're going to go ahead and nuke you. Lost the 50-50 there. And now I don't get to play this. Fuck. Well, this isn't going according to plan at all. Freeze this card, please. You son of a bitch. Could use a miracle here. There's one, okay. So all this is fine. This is doable on the next floor. He really needs armor, though. I think we do this. And we ask for a redo skis. Unfortunate, but that is getting stacked up, which is nice. Also unfortunate, but it's life. Alright, there's some armor for you. Get you out of our hand. And that frost is stacking up, but we just survived this. This is going to be a huge step forward. Remove that. Yes. Drop the lance. Doesn't get consumed. We're in the clear for these. Gonna brand you. You have double stacks, so you're coming right back. Big armor there. Applies the frostbite to everybody. A little bit more frostbite here might help. Gonna hurt him regardless. I want to keep him alive, but these guys are the secondary defense. They're doing such a good job, however. They're really reducing the amount of issues we're dealing with. But alas. Now that's just rude, but he lives, so got him. So you won't get away, thankfully. The spell power doing more damage to me here is kind of hurting. I want to help my boys down here. I do hoo-hoo. He's sticking around. Brand him. Brand him. That's a lot of armor. Another one is getting through. It's going to be a bit of frost damage. These guys are still causing me some issues, but it's still good, still good. We've got to be close to the end here. I think it's time just to nuke them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. Let's do it here to give him the armor. Is there any way to save this? Unlikely. There's a chance. That chance has gone away, but we've done a number on them. So for that, we are grateful. One pyre damage, not the worst. It seems worse when this guy's getting through, however. It's gonna be another 10. Potentially up to 10 here. We'll do it like that. Okay, we have Infernal Frozen, so if they do give us another wave, which they did, we can just sort of crush it. And that is necessary. They're starting to punch through us up here. Final wave, we made it. Okay, oh baby. It is time. Carry on, soldier. You know what we're looking for. Not exactly that, but that does work. It's pretty huge. We've done it. Oh, baby. It seemed dicey at first, but this is a George in the books, boys and girls. Oh, that was close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will put us up to 10 max. Let's not do that. I gave it some thinksies. I'm like, you know what? That's cool and all, but like, let's just not. No, okay, let's not. Okay, just stop. I'm getting like, oh, what if I do this? That'll lose us the game. Just send him on his way. Would you look at that? I didn't think this one would be able to pull it out, but it somehow did. With a nice 400 ending stack of frost damage. I'm impressed with myself. I didn't think I could get 2 wins in a row. Like, as far as like playing the game days, not actual wins in a row. Hey. Covenant 14 in the books. Not too shabby. How long did it take? Oh, like an hour. Okay. Time kind of flew by on that one. Add a copy of the Allied Starter card to your starting deck. Please stop cluttering my deck. Nice, 3 new cards golden up as well. Oh, 5 new cards. Super. Donkachino. Very, very good. We almost got all Stygian gold cards with how much we played it. Wow. Wowie wawa. Very cool. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. Actually, hold up. I was gonna look for something else, but I guess that was not an option. No, whatever, forget it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, etc. Whenever it's for you, and I will see you all, ideally, whenever, for the next one. Take it easy, everybody.